What is going on, everybody? My name is Baloo and welcome to the jungle. This is the channel where we take a very simple approach to technical analysis. No indicators, no fluff, just a couple drawings analyzing the price in the context of volume. It's called the Wyckoff method. If that is something that you are interested in learning, well, hit the subscribe button. I do this every single day, except for the days that I don't. So in today's video, I want to take a look at the price of Ethereum. I also want to take a look at what is going on with band protocol. So in a previous video, buy the dip or no, band is correlated with the performance of Link. Link has been doing very well, so band is starting to show some bullish follow through. I actually entered a short position on band. I have not had my stop loss triggered yet. If you would like to follow my journey to getting REKT, please join the free Discord down below. But yeah, we'll take a look at what is going on inside of band. So first, taking a look at Ethereum. So let's just zoom out onto the daily. I always zoom out. You got to start your analysis out, zoomed out, so that you have a better idea as to where you are inside of the market, where you are in terms of price action and trend. Trend is very important. We're in an uptrend, so you have to have a bullish bias when you're in an uptrend. If your asset is in a downtrend, you need to be looking for shorting opportunities. Don't get emotionally attached to your trades. Just look at the facts and the charts. And if you're struggling to figure out if it's in an uptrend or a downtrend, just don't overthink it. If you have a kid at home, just ask your kid, a 10-year-old, hey, is this going up or is this going down or is this going sideways? The kid will be able to tell you if it's in an uptrend or a downtrend. Not to be, rude or anything, but we often try to see the things that we want to see instead of just seeing the things that are there. And it's really important to take a zoomed out approach and just approach it logically. We are macro uptrend, very easy to see, just keep it simple. So our bias is to the long side. We need to be looking for longing opportunities. So I'm just going to draw a trading range from this seller's climax here. Nothing special, just kind of see where we're at. And it looks like we're butted up against resistance. You can see that here. Starting back here, we had our seller's climax, automatic rally. I didn't quite go down for that. I called this the secondary test because I don't think that, there's no rules to it. Like, you don't have to be super specific, but anyways, let me just get that back to where it was. Make it red again. So we did have this reaccumulation after decline. And we've broken out of this trading range here, and we're butt up against the resistance of the previous trend, okay? It's all uptrend, but we had this tight consolidated trading range here, fell out of the trading range. That's usually your spring signal. That's when the volatility came in, and now we're trying to get back inside of this trend. So if we can get back into this trend, it may hit the top of the trend and come down for a test. If Ethereum can get out of this, if Ethereum can get up here, test, get on top, and then do a test on top of that longer term trend line, that longer term trading range, we're probably setting up for a pretty substantial move. It's very possible that we're just not ready yet, so we could butt up against here, come back down and test the box, because we didn't get a very good test on top of the Wyckoff box, so that would be somewhere in the ballpark of $400. Right now we're up at about, $450. $500 is psychological, so we have to be very aware of the $500 psychological level for Ethereum. Where is that? Right around there. Yeah, not very accurate at all. Anyways, be on the lookout for how price responds inside of the psychological $500 level. But inside of Ethereum, it's all looking good. A test back down to the top of the box would be very healthy. It would create a confirmation that those levels are indeed acting as support. And when we have the confirmation of support, it just brings a lot more confidence in our ability to head to the upside. So it's, nobody wants to see it go down, but it has to. It has to come down and test support so that we know the support holds, so that the investors are more confident, the stop losses get moved, the buy orders get moved, and the whole market moves up. We all make adjustments when we confirm those support levels, and it's like, we have a lot of institutions in Ethereum now too. Bitcoin and Ethereum have a lot of institutional interest. The institutions are not emotional. They just follow the protocol, and the protocol is move stop here when this does this. It's if this then this type decisions. So in order for us to get the support levels that we want as we continue throughout the bull market, we do need to have those tests. It's just part of the ecosystem. So if you're interested in some of these theories, some of this technique, some of this method, the Wyckoff method, I have a bunch of free PDFs down below in the Discord. Go ahead, join the Discord, go into the Learning Materials tab, and I've got several PDFs. I've got some instructional videos. I've got just a ton of material. Basically everything I've used to learn how to trade using this method is all curated in one spot, easy for you to find, easy for you to reference inside of the Discord. And then, there's traders in there. You can chat and see what's up and see what people are buying, and go from there. So yeah, let's take a look at Band. Band is at $6.40. So I entered a short position on Band. You can see the star there. And I'm getting pretty close to my stop here. So I did place a stop over macro resistance here. We could start to see a reversal maybe at about $6.50. Again, we got those nice psychological levels that a lot of traders like to take profits at. So I'm up at 675. If we hit 675 by the time you're seeing this video, you knew that I lost money. But it's not about being right. Technical analysis is about making an entry. It's about seeing where your stops are so that you can make proper sized positions with a planned amount of risk, planned take profits, planned exit strategy. It's all about planning. You don't have to be right. A lot of traders are only right 50% of the time. The key to trading is limiting your risk so that your downside is limited, and then learning how to hold on when you need to, so that your upside is substantial. That's basically it. There is no crystal ball. This market is going to do whatever it's going to do, period. You cannot predict it, because it's just, these bars are just human emotion. This is humans. There's no there's robots, but the robots were programmed by humans. It's human emotion. This is fear. This is greed. Fear and greed. What is going on in the world? What is going on in the markets? What is going on in the head of the individual? That is all that is happening here. That's what these bars represent. So it's important to realize that the market is going to do what the market is going to do, and you are not going to be right often. So hopefully this turns around and does end up being a good trade for me, but for right now, yeah, I'm in the red. Band, I would like for it to come down and possibly get a test. So this is a macro change of character right here. So you can see here, we were in this significant downtrend, okay? We had light volume, but kind of trending downwards. You can see that here. So, the volume was trending down. So this is kind of a characteristic of accumulation. But the problem is it was happening in a downtrend. So when you have the price falling and the volume falling, it usually continues. There's no stopping action until here. Now we have a volume spike, okay? That is correlated with what is known as a seller's climax. So this is more than likely gonna end up being the seller's climax. And wherever this automatic rally ends is going to be our new trading range. Let me just clean this up a little bit so that you can understand what it is that I'm talking about. So eventually this rally, I don't need all these marks. My apologies, everybody. So eventually this rally will come to a conclusion. Nothing goes up forever. So here's our seller's climax, right? We can drag that out, and then eventually let's just put it at my stop loss just so that life can be brutal to me. So eventually we're going to have a trading range. It's going to go to the top, and then it's going to come back down for a test. The test is what's known as an ST, a secondary test. The test is going to signify either a flat line, often you get a double bottom, which would be pretty brutal. So I don't anticipate that happening because that's quite a staunch correction. I just don't see, that's like from where we are right now, that would be a 40% correction. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, anything can happen in these markets, but the markets are pretty bullish. So chances are we're going to come down to a higher low. And that's more likely what's going to happen. So wherever that higher low ends, let's say it's right here, that's going to be our ST. So with the combination of the SC, our seller's climax, and the ST, that's going to set the range for the trading range. And this is showing up everywhere. This is actually what Link has done. Link had its seller's climax, it had its automatic rally, and it had its secondary test, and then it went up again and it came down again for our second test in phase B. Then it came down and it had a little bit of a spring, and we've been trading ever since, So this is kind of the methodology of what is going on inside of the Wyckoff method. It's a fantastic method. It works on all time frames. It works on all resolutions. It works in all markets, Forex, stocks. It was actually invented in the early 1900s by Richard D. Wyckoff. The guy, he tried to teach people this method because it was so effective, but it required a lot of learning. It required a lot of interpretation, and it wasn't just, it wasn't trading triangles, let's just say that. People really buy into the whole pattern trading and triangle thing because it looks easy, and then they just end up losing all their money and stop being traders. But the Wyckoff method, very powerful method, and I highly suggest just join the free Discord, grab all the PDFs and go. I don't care. It's a fantastic method. You should learn it. Go now. So that's what I'm seeing inside of Band Protocol. That's basically it. That's all I got. If you enjoyed the content, please leave it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. If there are any projects that you would like me to take a look at, leave them in the comments section down below. And until next time, please trade safe. It is a jungle out there. Peace.